And Stevie Wonder always talked about the ghetto. He always tried to uplift the underprivileged, the inner city. I mean, he's from Detroit, so I understand that. But no, I don't understand because he doesn't have to. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I did appreciate about a lot of the black musicians back then. They would put themselves on the line too, going against presidents and asking for more for underprivileged people in communities that it could have been career suicide. What's up, everyone? This is Tatum. I'm back with another episode of Fuck This Review. And today, we finally come to the end of my Stevie Wonder classic album journey. We finally reached it's the magnum opus of Stevie Wonder records. So today, I'm going to be discussing Stevie Wonder's Songs in the Key of Life. One of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time. I'm going to talk about that later in this video. But, man, this Stevie Wonder journey has been so freaking great. I've learned so much great music from just going through these 5 albums that it's just dope. So I'm not going to take too much of your time because this is a long record. It's a double album plus a little something extra. So it's a lot of music to unpack, a lot of music to get into. So let's get into it. Songs in the Key of Life is Stevie Wonder's 18th album, which is crazy. Coming off of fulfilling this first finale, if you seen my last review of that, I'll put it right here. You saw how I talked about just the mind state that he was in on that record. And coming into this one, just from a music standpoint, not even backstory, because I read things of like he was going to retire. He was going to do like a farewell concert. He signed a contract with Motown that was the biggest music contract at the time. This album, he seems more happy. I'll just use that word just to keep it simple. He seems more happy. He figured it out to me. And when I mean figured out, I mean musically he figured it out. Because the messages that's in this record are some of the same records that were some of the same messages that, you know, that were in his past four or 5 albums. So the message is still strong, but the way that it was presented and done just sounded marvelous, and the content is great. The you can hear in his voice how happy he is, and that could be because of his kid that he had at the time that brought that new joy to him, which I'll get into. But start the album off with Love's in Need of Love Today, which is just like, you start an album off this strong and you could set yourself up for failure. Like, imagine if it was nothing else really good after this song. This song is so great. Good morning, evening, friends. Here's your friendly announcer. I have some serious news to pass to everybody. What I'm about to say could mean a world disaster, could change your joy and laughter to tears and pain. And he tells you that love's in need of love today. Like, whoo. It's just the harmonies in that, the instruments in that is just, the production alone in that is just mind-blowing. So like I said, if to start the album off with that, it takes some guts because you could like fall flat after that. Have a talk with God. Have a talk with God. Like, and he's had messages, like I said before, he has messages like that before sprinkled in here, but they never, not saying they never, the way they hit on here is just different. Village of Ghetto Land, where it's like this medieval kind of music, ghetto fairy tale kind of story. And Stevie Wonder always talked about the ghetto. He always tried to uplift the underprivileged, the inner city. I mean, he's from Detroit, so I understand that. But no, I don't understand because he doesn't have to. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I did appreciate about a lot of the black musicians back then. They would put themselves on the line too, going against presidents and asking for more for underprivileged people in communities that it could have been career suicide. And the fact that he made these records that look at what's going on here. That's just great. You know what I mean? Contusion, which is cool that he had 2 instrumental tracks on here. Sir Duke, where he's just paying homage, and probably a HBCU #1 song requested is gonna play to the day ends. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many great records on here. This album to me appears to be a greatest hits. Look how many records on here that actually changed shit, stood the test of time, that you'll never not hear. Sir Dukes is one of those records. If you're losing a party as a DJ in a black family reunion or cookout or whatever, just a black with some older black elder statesmen, put on Sir Duke, it'll save you. It'll save you. I wish. And my air kind of ruined that song because I get like the Will Smith Wild Wild West remake of that. A lot of samples came from this album too. I forgot to mention, but a lot of samples came from this album. Knocks Me Off My Feet is probably one of my favorite records of all time. That record is it's just beautiful. Like it brings tears to my eyes to this day. And I heard that record so many times growing up throughout my life that you would think I'd be tired of it. I'm going to be truthfully honest with you since we're just doing this. One of the records I do kind of skip is I Wish and Sir Duke. I do kind of skip those records because I heard them so much through my life, but they're still fucking great records. Pastime Paradise. It was always funny to me, if you don't, those that don't remember it, when Coolio did Gangsta's Paradise after this, and he got mad at Will Out Yankovic for doing that cover and stuff, but it's like, dude, that wasn't even your song. How can you be mad at somebody else? Funny. Pastime Paradise is musically, I don't even know what anything else that sounds like that. Summer Soft, one of my favorite records on here. I'm not going to get too much in that. Ordinary Pain. Then we go to the second disc, which we begin with Isn't She Lovely, which is everyone pretty much dedicates that song to their daughter. And then to follow that with Joy Inside My Tears. To me, that song, he could still be talking about his daughter. I think he is, just because it follows Isn't She Lovely. And for me, I feel like I'm freshly in it listening to all the classic records up to this point of him. It always felt like something was missing with the love aspect. Like he was getting a divorce. It was always searching for love and trying to get that love to me. And I think his daughter filled that void for him. And you can hear it through the album. You can just hear it. You can hear the joy inside my tears. That's so corny. Black Man, so dope. He touches on records like Black Man where he gives obviously the black man is credit, and then this happened because of this man and things of that nature. He has a song in here. He's speaking in Zulu and Spanish in America. Like this guy is one of the greatest. If His Magic is just if His Magic is one of those songs that's just like I said, if you've been seeing some of my other Stevie Wonder reviews, he always gives me a ballad that just as that song is just light years ahead of anything. Like it's just so, how did he do this? Like I know it took 2 years to make and they were pushing it back and they even used the pushbacks as like promo, but like it's a fucking greatest hits album. I'm part of my language, but it really is. Lonely Star, I believe, is the last record on the second disc, but a little something extra, we get Sad and Ebony Eyes, where he's showing love to the black woman. I thought what that song was about. He's showing love to the black woman. All Day Sucker, I thought it was just a catchy groove that was just a good bounce. And then to end it with Easy Going Evening, and him just rocking out with the instrumental track, just his thoughts, and because he is a musician at heart, so him just rocking out with his thoughts, I thought that was just dope. Let me get into my best songs. As, Knocks Me Off My Feet, and Summer Soft. Worst song, I don't even have one, bro. Saturn. I take Saturn, I guess. Best line, as now can reveal the mysteries of tomorrow, but in passing will grow older every day. Just as all is born is new, do know what I say is true, that I'll be loving you always. And that line is just, it is. That line always stood out to me. As far as review, fucking 5 out of 5. Fucks given 10 out of 5. But how many trophies can I give this thing? How many thumbs up can I give this thing? Anything. This album deserves it's 5 out of 5. It's a fucking stellar album. Let's wrap this shit up though. In closing, Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life. I'm gonna say it's the greatest album of all time. It's nothing better than this. It's like the biggest reward for me personally, going down the Stevie Wonder rabbit hole with his classic albums. This is like a movie series that actually stuck the landing in the third movie. Like all of them were just great. This is like all Godfathers if the last Godfather was like compared to the first. You know what I mean? Like it's just perfect. It's just the perfect way to end this journey. And I'm just happy that I started this journey of the Stevie Wonder rabbit hole of his classic albums. I'm glad I can share with you. One thing too, 1 second, I'll be right back. During this journey, like I said, I fell in love with these albums, so I added some stuff to my collection. As you can see, Have the songs in the Key of Life, one from when it was released. Talking Book, great album. Inner Visions, great album. Music of My Mind, great album. And last but not least, Fulfillingness First Finale, great album. So I have all the classic Stevie Wonder albums in my collection now, and I'm just glad I could share this with you guys. So what's some of your favorites? I know it's a lot of records. I know I had to narrow it down to just 3, but what's your favorite 3 on this record? And what does this record mean to you? I know it's a lot of people that were kids and grew up on this album and went to HBCUs, and you know what I mean? This album means so much to a lot of people. So let me know what it means to you in the comments. As always, though, I'm Tatum. Fuck this review. Peace.